I'm on it. 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 Just saying it. And I'm gonna do a video on tomorrow. But what it is, people, we is back. I bet y'all running a little late. Out of breath. I started to click the live. I say, damn, I forgot my motherfucker daggone face. Need to at least tighten up a little bit, you know? You know. Yeah, we definitely ready to talk Fulio. I ain't got it in the title. But we definitely ready to talk about it because, you know, the internet is doing what the internet did. Well, I gotta bump my man NESG Chaz real quick, man. Sweet the shorty, man. Make sure y'all check yo out. It's my shit right here. I'm getting my black together. Yeah, if people want me to review their songs or play their song before I go live, you're an artist from my city, hit me on hit me in Cash App, hit me on Instagram, $40. I bump your live in the beginning. Bump your song in the beginning. It's my shit right. It's my song right here, though.
It was fun when we was young. I guess the love was more real. The streets change, niggas, and that's just what it is. Used to be all love, we grew apart over the years. It said we call each other ops, we were so tight when we was kids. It's people hurt my people, then my people won't hurt his. And they gon' shame us, I still don't see no wrong in what we did. Remember when this shit first started, they used to look at us like kids. Time passed, I'm getting big. Before I'm rich, they want me dead. They want me slave, I get famous. Can't respect it, it ain't gangster. You tell Twitter I'm a rapper, you know damn well I'm gangster. Know damn well we got a body for everybody, you niggas claim. Know damn well we got a body for everybody, you niggas.
But we ain't here to talk about bodies.
We did murders, we did robberies, all that shit, but us with pains and funerals, a couple bottles on the outside looking in.
They probably thinking he top shot, I'm talking bang ups on the highway. You better not tell nobody.
Bro ain't take that sky, he would've died. I laughed it off that night, I swear to God, I could've cried.
Straight up.
I know how it go, I fucked that drill up plenty times. You can't even blame this shit.
I ain't gonna lie, just don't be a nigga time.
I still be thinking about the times I hugged your mother, gave you fives, and now we both stand on front line screaming, fuck the other side. You stand on business about the guys, I do the same shit about mine, but it's some shit I can't let slide. He dissed the dead, he lost his mind.
He was dead wrong. He was dead wrong.
He was dead wrong. He was dead. It was fun when we was young, I guess the love was more real. The streets change, niggas, and that's just what it is. Used to be all love, we grew apart over the years. It said we called each other ops, we were so tight when we was kids. It's people hurt my people, then my people won't hurt his. And they gon' shame us, I still don't see no wrong in what we did. Remember when this shit first started, they used to look at us like kids. Time passed, I'm getting big. Before
I rich, they want me dead. Alright, it's the last song right here. Gotta get the mood started, yo. You ready to rock and roll, you heard me.
I ain't invited to the party, I'm turned up in my room.
Yeah, he did.
I don't really like too many around me, I'm
Just keep my cool.
I fucked up, I'm sorry. Do I really love you?
I do.
I can't lie, I'm blasted. I'm in a Larry on some fly before I hop on the jet. Okay,
big bag, I'm rich as that.
I only hit for the sex. FaceTime, I don't really like the text, okay.
I was fucking with Don, had to miss it with shrooms.
Just on the trap, I get on the phone. Best man at the web.
I'm hitting no ground.
Sweeping they blind, no jumping no room. Come fuck with the boss. We be the ones turning up at the party. Cheated, but I really love you, I'm sorry. Fuck it, just leave me, cause I'ma get money regardless. Look at this fit on me, I got that shit on me. Look at that. He say his bitch on me, she wanna get on, she took. Sorry, I ain't answer my phone. I was on shrooms, bitch. I ended up on the moon, bitch. I done walked in with the goons, bitch. She told me she wanna put it on Twizzy. I told her that he didn't serve me, bitch. I'm bumping sexy, you heard me, bitch. I'm turning up in my room, bitch. I ain't invited to the party. I'm turned up in my room. I don't really like too many around me. I'm just keeping my cool. I fucked up, I'm sorry. Do I really love you? I do. I can't lie, I'm blasted. I'm in a land on fly before I hop on the jet. Okay, big bag. I'm richer than your ex. Okay, I only here for the sex. FaceTime, I don't really like the text. Okay, I was fucking with John. I had missed the shrimp. I was just on the track. I get on the moon. Best man at the way, and I'm hitting the front. I'm sweeping the block. Ain't no jumping, no running.
Hey, man, shorty that. Yo, but I ain't promote no drill rappers. So if you got some music, you from my city or from whatever city, you want me to play your song beginning of the live, as long as it ain't copyrighted, I got you. But no drill rap. We ain't doing no drill rapping. But y'all, if y'all saying this, I'm gonna do a video on this tomorrow. So I want to touch on this real quick. But we got a lot to talk about. The Diddy accuser, the Diddy Tony Busby, the one that they said is employed by Jay Prince. The lawyer said that notable celebrities has been reaching out to them. Notable celebrities has been reaching out to them, trying to solve these lawsuits. That's what he said. That's what he said. This is the same lawyer that said it's going to be a lot of people named in these suits. It's going to shock some of you guys. Now he's saying that might not hear none of these names at all because these people are reaching out to these people. Well, reaching out to his law firm and trying to settle these suits. Large paydays. It's telling the truth. Who knows? Then we got Rich Homie Quan and the footage for Rich Homie Quan death, when the body cam footage is out, it's released. Some people saying the brother is acting strange, you know. Everybody's saying, you know, it's always strange when you got these type of things going on. People still try and blame the brother. We're gonna look at that. I looked at maybe a minute of it. I ain't watched the whole thing, but we're gonna check that out. Then we got Boosie and Ralo. Boosie responded to Ralo. Y'all know how I feel about Ralo. I think he's a fucking goofy. But before we do all of that, breaking news, maybe about 2 hours ago, Florida prosecutors officially seek death penalty for all suspects in Fulio's murder except Alicia Andrews. Remember I told y'all that? Y'all remember we did that live? I said, man, she probably the only one they probably not going to seek it for. There are people saying she telling. So let's check this out. Can y'all see that? Oh, I gotta make it bigger. The state of Florida, by and through the underdesigned assistant state's attorney, gives notice to the defendants of the state's intent to seek the death penalty for the murder of Charles Jones. Count 1 of the indictment, pursuant to FRCP 202 and Florida Statute 782.04 1B. In the event that any of the named defendants are found guilty or pleaded guilty to a capital felony in this case, and any subsequent penalty proceeding the state's intent to prove and has reason to believe it can prove beyond a reasonable doubt the following aggravated factors. Y'all, but if y'all remember, y'all, this is how YNW Melly case folded. It's how that case folded. They were Florida tries to seek the death penalty on everybody. Like, God damn, Florida is wild, man. That's all they seek is a death penalty. Man, them boys better walk light in Florida. For real, because they try and kill niggas. Straight up. As to defendant Rayshawn Trayvon Murphy on count 1 of the indictment for first-degree premeditated murder of Charles Jones, Florida Statute 921.1416B. The defendant was previously convicted of another capital felony or of a felony involving the use of or threat of violence to the person. Florida Statute 921, the defendant not only created a great risk of death to many persons. God damn it. I fucked it up. Oh, let me move this cup out the way. Florida Statute 921-1416I, the capital felony was a homicide and was committed in a cold, calculated, and premeditated manner without any pretense of moral or legal justification. 4. Florida Statute 921, I ain't gonna keep reading the statute. The capital felony was committed by a criminal gang member as defined as to defendant Jermaine Chance on count 1 of the indictment, first degree murder. The capital felony was a homicide. It was committed in a cold, calculated, and premeditated manner. All right, so this is basically telling. Now, y'all, this is not final. You know, this is just their motion. The governor has to sign off on this. For statute so Charles, who's us? Sean Gaithright. Isaiah Chance. And so this says, hold on. I hereby certify that a true and correct copy of the foregoing notice of intent to seek the death penalty has been furnished by email to Justin B., whoever that is. Tampa, so they sent it to. Respectfully submitted. So they sent it to the attorneys. Sean Gaithright, they sent it to all the attorneys. So they didn't file one for the one that's still on the run. Isaiah Chance. Man, this is dirty work, man. Respectfully submitted. State's attorneys, Susan Lopez, Scott Harmon. Well, yeah, y'all. So basically what happens is, what the fuck? Did my chat freeze? The state got to sign off. I mean, the governor has to sign off on that. Now, will they sign off? More than likely. More than likely. If the state is seeking it, the governor going to sign off on it. Now, people saying that the girl told, and yo, it ain't really too much to tell about. And Fulio died. Like every time somebody died, we always, what's Ray being Rico, or this person told, or like, yo, if y'all heard the details of this case, if there's absolutely nobody to tell on, like who are they going to tell on? I don't think anybody got no money. Now I seen some paperwork the other day that showed text messages between one of the defendants and what's the rapper name? Breezy. Fuck 1200. I think his name Breezy. J. Breeze. But in order for what the fuck I just forgot what I was ready to say. Yeah, but the girl, I knew she wasn't getting the death penalty. For one, she pregnant. For two, she was the least culpable. You know, she just was there. You know, she probably get the less time out of all of them. Death penalty, shorty might get life. Her life is over regardless. Terrible decision. But I knew they wasn't going to try to kill her. And that's not because she told. It's because, what the fuck did she do? You know? Yeah, she helped set it up, but she didn't pull no triggers. She didn't, you know? She probably knew least about anything. The only way somebody going to be able to tell is if they know some money was transferred. And if there was money transferred between them guys, she didn't know about it. You know, they didn't tell her. So what can she tell on? She could say, well, yeah, I know there was some money involved and this person paid the money, but they're going to have to go to whoever gave her that information and they're going to have to verify those claims before they come get whoever dropped the bread. You understand what I'm saying? So we'll see how it play out. I don't really think it's too much telling they can do, y'all, unless it was some money being given. Other than that case rock solid. Case solid as a rock. Hold on, y'all. Case is solid as a rock. Let's see something. Ready to play motherfucking Wisconsin games again. I'm trying to see something real quick, though. I'm trying to some phone. This nigga got all this bullshit on his phone. God damn. Hit that like button. We ready to go to Rich Homie Quan, then we're gonna talk about Diddy. Yeah, my chat not moving, y'all. What's up, James? Boy, what it is? Adam, what it is? Yeah, my chat not moving, y'all. Let me try to leave out and come back in, y'all. If they clip me, I'm starting another live up. So come back in like 5 minutes. For some reason, they froze my chat. You know, they do this every now and then. Why? I don't know. But it happens. Let me see something. What can I do before I leave out? Let me see if there's anything else I can do. Shit phony, yo. Fuck, they always doing that shit for. I ain't never seen nobody else complain about their chat being froze. Nobody. Have y'all ever seen anybody else on YouTube complain about their chat being froze? Now I ain't got no chat. Jesus Christ. Yo, what y'all want? Now I ain't got no chat. I'm just gonna use my son phone, y'all. I can see the chat from my son phone. That shit phony though. So if I look over at my son phone, just know that that's the reason why. I ain't ready in the lie. That's the fuck they want me to do. I ain't going in the lie. All right, yo. So before we get to Diddy, you know Diddy always take the most time. Rich Homie Quan. So this is the video that got released at a 911.
This is how you sleep this morning. Snoring. Something's wrong, man. Does he sleep like that? Yeah, I put him on the sofa. Because he was snoring. He was snoring. He was still snoring. He was asleep. And I see he had food in his mouth. I'm like, how the fuck he fall asleep with food in his mouth? This is the food that was eating? Look at this. Does he sleep like that? He sleep hard. Nah, like with his eyes like that. Yeah, he sleep hard. I would have called somebody if I ain't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. If it didn't look normal, I would have been there. But like I've seen him sleep like that before. But with the mouths and stuff like that, yeah.
So that's Rich Homie Quan, brother. So he's explaining to the police how he found Rich Homie Quan at what was it, 4 in the morning or 12 in the morning when he came in the house?
On the floor. But I put him on the sofa. I'm the one that dragged him and put him right here.
So this is the girl. This is the girlfriend.
When he came back from his school, upstairs.
No, I went back in our room.
You went back in our room.
Yeah, but when he came back, he was still asleep.
You were still asleep. Okay. So he came back around what time? Like
8:30.
8:30 was still sleeping. Okay. The Qantas from Mark.
He got some nice posters in his house. So Rich Homie Quan was still living a good life. Like look how big his house is. Like Shorty wasn't broke. You know what I mean?
You know what's going on for you, guys? He's your artist, something. He's your artist. Exactly. Is he an artist or something?
Yes.
What's his stage name? Okay. What's your name?
Amber Williams.
What's a good contact number for you? What's your little birth number?
You know they got blurred personal information out.
Okay. Okay, look, they're working on him. Everything's gonna be okay. We're gonna take him to the hospital.
Is anything got a pulse or anything?
He has his eyes open, so they're just trying to, whatever they're pumping right now. If something was gonna be happen, they want to take him to the hospital. So they're about to take him to the hospital right now, okay? So that means that Grady's the best, and that they got something they can work with, okay? So you didn't order any DoorDash, nothing at all?
No, he orders all the time.
You order all the time, okay?
Yeah, he does it every day.
Every day, okay.
Homicide's up on track 1.
Hey, homicide, I'm on 47 call at 4680, and then Forest Drive Southwest. Got called out here. Girlfriend stated that this morning she woke up around like 6:45, 7 o'clock to drop her kids off to school, and she noticed that her baby father.
So they called it in as a homicide at first.
Was asleep on the couch. He was breathing like very hard. Cover him up. They didn't think nothing of it. She stated that when she came back, he was still breathing. She went to bed, woke up around like 11 o'clock, and when she went downstairs and she touched him, and she noticed that his body was cold. That's when she called 911. I spoke to several people in the house, including his brother and his engineer. The brother stated that they saw him on the floor around like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning this morning. He was, sleep, breathing. He was sleeping, breathing, with no issues, and he picked him up and put him on the couch. Then that's what I got for now. He doesn't have any underlying disease, any medical issues or anything. And I asked him, did he take anything? They said no. You don't think he took anything, but the last thing that he actually ate was some food that he ordered from, possibly from DoorDash.
Okay, you said you were where again? I'm sorry.
Must be in the house. Hit that like button, y'all. Thank you. So I don't.
Okay, what's the name and date of birth of the decedent?
He's not deceased as of yet. They took him to the hospital, but when the Grady and fire were on scene, working on him, it doesn't appear to be alert or conscious. So they took him to the hospital. There's no pulse as of yet. So
Damn.
they will let me know the 48. I'm just advising what I got for now.
Oh, so he's been transported to the hospital for medical treatment. He was not 48 when you got to the house.
No, he wasn't alert, conscious, no breathing when I got to the house.
Yeah, everybody handled that different though, James.
And there's
or
nothing
traumatic
suspicious when you got there surrounding his need for medical attention?
Grady was already working on him by the time I got there, because they got there before me. Based on what I'm seeing, they had him on the floor, on the couch. I didn't see anything suspicious, but the only thing that, they showed me a picture of him when his brother showed me a picture of him where they picked him up on the floor, sometime last night. This morning. But they said, he fell asleep with the food in his mouth. And the way his eyes look, it was kind of weird. But I asked him, does he sleep like that with his eyes open like that? And they said, yeah, that's how you sleep. But they say that the male, it's like he fell. It looks like he fell, but it looks like he fell on the floor. But the way the male were looking, it was kind of like, the male was on the floor too. So they found it kind of weird, but they didn't think nothing of it.
Okay, what I'm asking is, does he have it? He didn't have any gunshot wounds or stab wounds or like blunt force trauma or anything like that.
Negative.
I copy. And how old is he?
34-year-old. Stand by. I think the other officer called me right now. Yo.
You said how old?
Yeah. What you said? He's 34 years old. I'm talking to homicide right now. Yeah.
And he was transported to Grady for further medical treatment. I would do an information report.
Yeah, okay.
Just in case, he does 48 and we have it documented. Just do a 39 and just notate everything that you observed and, not enough.
I just can't see them. What it sound like to me, Rich Homie Quan did that a lot. He got high, went to sleep or whatever. He did it a lot. Fell out. You talking about Xanax. He had Xanax. I don't know how many people ever took Xanax, but that is a powerful, powerful drug. I don't know how they got it approved. For real. I don't know how they got it approved. And the brother took a picture of him, maybe like he probably just to show him the next day. Like me, back when I used to drink it a lot, right? Me and my homeboys, we used to do shit like that. This was early on, before Facebook, before Instagram, before all of that shit. We'd be drunk as a bitch. You feel me? Whoever go to sleep first, motherfuckers take pictures of him just to clown him in the morning. And I think since he had this drug problem, his brother probably did that to him. Took pictures of him just to show him in the morning, like, boy, you better get yourself together, man. Look at you, you sleep on the floor. Like, that's not strange to me. That's not strange to me, y'all. It was just probably the way their relationship was, the way they joked each other. And he probably was using that, because I doubt if it's the first time he ever took a picture of his brother fucked up. Just as a way to say, you gotta get yourself together. You going outside. Look at you, bro. You sleeping all on the floor and shit. You sleeping all, you understand what I'm saying? I don't see nothing strange with that, yo. I don't think nothing is strange with that. You talking his baby mother, she ain't cried, because at that point, they didn't think he was dead. Let me see. Let's go back to that part again. They didn't think he was dead. All right, let's go back to that part. Then we're gonna get to Diddy.
That's how you sleep this morning. Snoring. Something's wrong, man. Does he sleep like that?
So you
Yeah, I put him on the sofa. Because he was snoring.
Yeah, straight up stories would be like, motherfuckers play like that, man. We do shit like that.
He was still snoring. He was asleep like that. And I see he had food in his mouth. I'm like, how the fuck you fall asleep with food in there?
Like you say, he was still snoring.
This is the food that was in.
Y'all gotta remember, y'all, at this time, they didn't classify him as dead. So they probably still holding on hope. Like some people, y'all don't like to overreact too early. Like I know that's how I be in these type of situations. I don't really want to, because in my mind, it might make it worse. I don't know. That's just how I be thinking.
Look at this. Does he sleep like that? He sleep hard. Nah, like with his eyes like that. Yeah, he sleep hard. I would have called somebody if I ain't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it didn't look normal, I would have been there. But like I've seen him sleep like that before. But with the mouths and stuff like that, yeah.
He might got a sleep problem too, yo. Like them Xanax will fuck with you, depending on how long he been taking them. That shit can give you like sleep apnea. Now, what's that shit called? Like just like you stop breathing in your sleep and shit like that.
When I got up just now,
You saw him last on the sofa or the floor?
sofa. They told me to put him on the floor.
On the floor. But I put him on the sofa. Okay. I'm the one that dragged him and put him right here. Okay. Okay. Then when he came back from dropping to his school, you went upstairs?
No, I went back in our room.
You went back in our room?
Yeah, but when he came back, he was still asleep.
What's up, Custom P? I ain't need to see you, baby. What it is?
8:30.
We ready to go to Diddy now.
Still sleeping? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that's nothing, y'all. I don't. Everybody more different, yo. It's like, yo, we be expecting people to do what we gonna do, and that's not always the case. So, what am I gonna go to first? I'm gonna go to this first. Then we're gonna go to what the lawyer had to say. That like button, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Yeah, we're gonna go to this. After eight brand new D development sources has secrets. We're gonna go to this first.
The future of your business is here. With Wix, you get advanced AI capabilities. For more customization.
Hey, yo, what the fuck? What's up, LeVar?
I think he's one of the most dangerous people I've ever met.
We've got a lot of developing information coming in about rapper Sean Diddy Combs, the sex trafficking investigation he's wrapped up in, the new accusations that are coming out every single day, from new attorneys to a sex tape allegedly being shopped around to a statement from Combs' mom. We are updating you on the very latest with trial attorney Wayne Dennison.
Yeah, I already covered all that.
Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime.
Come on with this.
Here's something that's clear. There is no shortage of information coming in on a daily basis regarding Sean Diddy Combs. And we here on Sidebar, we have tried to do our best to cover the very latest for you. And believe me, we've seen your comments about being the Diddy News Network. Not something we take lightly, okay?
Yo, hell no. That's a goddamn lie. QBG News is the Diddy News Network. For real. No Diddy. You understand what I'm saying? Because these motherfuckers is lying. They were that bitch pushing narratives. They ain't telling the truth. So if people is depending on Sidebar and Law Crime Network for their Diddy information, they is being misled. Because these motherfuckers, they ain't keeping that shit 100.
The moniker we expected, but it's, again, one we take very seriously. We're going to try to bring you everything that we can. And to talk about the latest developments, and
straight up, Ty.
I want to bring in trial
Say he would have went to Diddy party,
who famously represented Johnny Depp in his high-profile trial against Amber Heard, so he knows a thing or two about high-profile cases. Wayne, good to see you. Thanks for coming here on Sidebar. So we haven't had a chance yet to talk about the latest and talk about even the indictment against Sean Combs. To everybody back home, he faces charges of racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, transportation to engage in prostitution, and who knows, there could be more charges on the horizon. But for now, what is your reaction to the case against him?
Let's see what he said.
Well, they've charged, there are 3 counts, but there are 8 chargeable crimes that are reflected in those indictments. And you're talking about very serious charges, each of which carries very serious jail time if he were to be...
Who the fuck is he?
Yeah,
I thought he just fucking sniffed the whole 8 ball.
So, which, by the way, a little side note.
My man sniffed the 8 ball before he came on. Prince George.
That he would be offered a deal that wouldn't include prison time. So, there's been a lot of talk. He's going to come out, he's going to name names, he's going to mention everybody. He may do that, but he's still going to face, I think, like 10 years in prison. If they're saying he's the head of this criminal organization and he's been engaging in a repeated pattern.
Hey, yo, get the fuck out of here, yo. Like, yo, see, that's the bullshit, yo. The head of a criminal organization. So basically, that's why this case is wild, yo. What the feds is alleging is Diddy and his maid, his manager, his security guard, his who the fuck else knows, is a criminal organization, and Diddy is the head of it. Like, yo, come on, yo. Like, yo, these motherfuckers, yo, they just don't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Bad boy. That type of shit they on.
Of abusing women and drugging people, I just don't believe that he'd be offered anything attractive to him to want to take a deal. Am I wrong?
He's at the top of the pyramid here. Generally, you give deals to the people who are lower in the pyramid.
Yo, why are they playing it up like this, y'all?
Testify against the top. There's no reason to give him a deal.
So I want to go to these developments. And first up, we have this brand new information about an alleged secret video of an A-list celebrity participating in one of Combs' freak-offs. So these are those prolonged sex parties where commercial sex workers and other victims would be reportedly drugged and forced to have sex.
See, y'all.
So two anonymous.
There they go blurring the lines again, yo. I don't think that's what it is, y'all. I know that's how they playing it. See, yo, and I keep having to explain this, yo. It's the freak offs and it's the Diddy parties. I don't think they're the same. I don't think they're the same, man. So they saying they got video of Diddy and some guy, some A-list celebrity at a freak off. It sounds like it's probably Diddy and the A-list celebrity at a Diddy party where they had whoever the fuck else was a part of it. But I don't think that was a freak off. Because I think what they doing is they tying everything together. They tying the Diddy parties with the freak offs and they confusing people. I'm gonna show y'all what the Diddy parties look like. We ain't never seen what the freak offs look like.
New York Post that the video is being shopped around to media
Everybody
outlets,
now.
and the unnamed celebrity
These motherfuckers
knows
lying.
about this. So this comes as sources are saying that a male A-list celebrity is, quote, horrified that this footage is being shopped around. And that's what two people in this star's inner circle reportedly told the New York Post. Sources say both Combs and the other male's faces are visible in this sex tape. The Post says it's not revealing who the celebrity is because it's not clear if he was a minor when the footage was filmed. And of course...
Yo, why are they doing that, yo? Yo, then why mention it? Why mention it? If they don't know if this person is a minor or a person of age, why even mention it? Because when you throw minor, yo, you just throw everything. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, yo, the wordplay that they're using, yo, they trying to dramify it and make something that it probably ain't even, you understand? They're making it something that it ain't. So if they're not sure if this person is an adult or juvenile, why mention it? Why even bring it into question? Because we're not going to see it anyway. I don't even want to see it if it is how they explaining it. The reason I think they're doing that is because when you hear juvenile, that automatically screams guilt. That automatically goes into the mind of everybody, and people gonna do what they do with it. But I think that's just irresponsible how the media is doing it. They make sure they mention that every single time. Every time they mention this tape, they always mention to make sure we don't know if it's a juvenile or not. Like, yo, come on, man. Cut that shit out.
Just last week, a Texas attorney announced that his firm would be filing separate lawsuits on behalf of more than 100 alleged victims. Of that group, Tony Busby says that 25 say they were underage when Combs allegedly assaulted them. One man told Busby he was just 9 years old. And to couple that, the New York Post also says that an officer with the Department of Homeland Security, who was apparently part of the raid on Combs' house in Miami back in March, said that there are, quote, recognizable names on some of the footage that they seized, but wouldn't confirm who those people are.
There they go again.
And also, we talked about this too, that there is this attorney for a woman who says that she has that secret tape or has a secret tape and spoke to News Nation. This was Ashley Banfield's show. Ariel Mitchell Kidd.
Now, we already talked about, y'all. We already talked about where these tapes are coming from. Everybody should know where these tapes are coming from. These tapes wasn't getting leaked when Diddy had them. So I just don't want people to act naive.
Tape really doesn't want to shop it around. They really want to help and wanted to directly sell it to that person, but it seems as if they are going elsewhere. If I was them, I would do something about this, and the only way to do anything is to do the catch and kill. That's the only way to ensure that it
I'm
doesn't
with you,
come
Earl.
out, we're taught.
I just did a video on that yesterday, Earl.
Themselves. So if we have a situation where that person does have the opportunity to purchase the video, if I were them, I would absolutely purchase the video.
Wow. So Wayne, here's the problem I have with this. If someone is videotaped and they don't realize that they're being videotaped and this is being shopped around, isn't that illegal?
It really depends on the state. There are two-party consent states and single-party consent states. Ultimately, it's probably illegal in many, many states. And the notion that somebody's trying to sell your name, image, and likeness for profit probably gives you a cause of action among the civil law, but it's not going to be that great if ultimately what you're talking about is a extraordinarily explosive and embarrassing videotape.
Yeah, but could you get a court
Earl, that's how I feel about it.
For an injunction to
We
provide?
did a whole live talking about that shit yesterday.
There's a real possibility that you could.
But if that unnamed celebrity goes to court, can they shield their identity so nobody would know that they're doing this?
It again depends state by state.
Because Garth Brooks tried to do something similar. He went to federal court and tried to stop a lawsuit from being filed against them. I think that's very different than having a tape being published of you. That can be quite embarrassing.
Yeah, your ability to sue other people is pretty much fundamental, and the courts will protect that.
And you might not know this, but is it a crime federally to publish this material, especially if it's being distributed across the nation?
Not to my knowledge.
Interesting. And to couple that, this insider also told the Post, it's a total nightmare. He feels like he was victimized years ago and is now being victimized yet again. If this
these insiders,
y'all, follow him for life, it will be on the internet forever. I'll tell you, Wayne.
Yeah, I don't respect the insider. Like, yo, when they come with these insiders, yo, how do we know if it's even real? How do we know if it's even real, yo? Like, if you're not going, yo, I think, yo, if you're not going to put a name on it, like, it's different when we talking about sports. You know, a lot of times with sports, you know, I mean, but when you're talking about somebody like something like this, a criminal case, they got a high-profile defendant, and you talking about wild allegations, yo, if you ain't putting a name on it, you shouldn't be able to say it. Because how we know if you're telling the truth? What if they made that up? Like, there's no way that we can even find out if they made it up or not. But they throwing all this information out there, tainting the jury pool, tainting people's minds about who the image of Diddy. I just think that's irresponsible, y'all. I think that's irresponsible. And I think it's intentional. Man can't get a fair trial, man, while you doing that.
The fact that the New York Post can't determine if this is a minor means that this person was young, right?
Has to be.
Yeah, and that, I'm sure, is going to lead to a lot of speculation about who this could be. I have a question about it. The New York Post reported that the tape was not turned over to federal authorities. And so the way I think about it, if the feds requested it and they didn't turn it over, I feel like that's a problem, right? If the feds are saying,
y'all share it live, y'all. You see they playing with the numbers. They probably send out the notifications.
If they didn't know about it, does a person have a duty to provide it to law enforcement?
If there's a subpoena that requires the production of documents or other materials, you're required to produce those materials, whether they were adequately described such that it would come within the ambit of this tape would come within the ambit of the document request or the request for materials. You'd have to look at it closely.
But if somebody has this tape and they're like, look, I know Sean Combs is being investigated right now, they wouldn't have necessarily a legal obligation to turn it over. I mean, they would have to imagine that a crime was being committed. But I guess
we only play them type of games, pimping.
And you want to keep on to it, and you're shopping it around. That feels dirty.
This ain't the page for you, yo.
But is it illegal to not turn it over, even if the government didn't ask for it?
Oh, if the government hasn't asked for it, they don't have to turn it over.
Clearly, a lot of important legal issues going on surrounding Sean Combs. And by the way, talking about all this law, talking about who knows the law, especially when it comes to sensitive and sometimes complicated personal injury cases, I got to call out our sponsor, our partner.
Of course, you got to call out the sponsor.
America's largest injury city, and
see how I use an ad blocker. Very mindful.
All right, so let's go to this lawyer.
I'm not watching ads like
they're not adding no new information. We already heard. We already dissected this. I can't believe people calling them the #1 leader in information, but they
This is the type
on
of
straight
indictment you would
bullshit.
expect from someone in the mafia.
I don't know that I could keep him off the stand. He is very eager to tell his story.
They're going to show that video over and over and over about what happens to women that won't change their stories.
His reputation is over.
The
Look
United
at this,
States,
y'all.
they start making this case as a takedown of a successful black man.
TMZ presents The Downfall of Diddy, The Indictment, now streaming on Tubi.
And then they put it on TV. Yo, y'all think that's strange? Yo, why would they put that movie on TV? On TV, y'all. Out of all the streaming platforms, they put it on TV. That's just a little strange to me, y'all. Hit that like button. We ain't rock and roll, y'all. That's the real y'all gonna get on Diddy. Don't go nowhere.
Last week at the news conference, that you would begin filing lawsuits as early as this week. Do you have
Hey,
plans
you crazy
to
as
do
shit.
so? And do they involve celebrities? Do they involve just Diddy, people beyond Diddy?
I think I'll let the lawsuits speak for themselves. I don't expect there to be anything. You know, everyone's focused on what other celebrities were involved. You know, who's going to be named, who's going to be outed. I don't expect that to happen this week. I'm hoping to file some lawsuits this week. They, of course, will include Mr. Combs and some corporate entities. But we want to make sure that you know, if we name individuals beyond Mr. Combs, that we make sure that we've done our homework, because it's going to create a firestorm. We understand that. So we're going to make sure that we dot our I's and cross our T's.
Tony?
Let me before we go to him, right? Let me show y'all something. Because yo, they're confusing people, yo, with this lawyer is supposed to be doing, right? It's not about freak offs. It's about Diddy parties. A lot of celebrities been to Diddy parties. So when they give this information, he's gonna give this information like it's groundbreaking. But it ain't. So basically, if you go to a Diddy party and you might have got drunk or something, you know. They was drinking alcohol, they had whatever in the bottle. And you got too fucked up. They're gonna have you in the lawsuit. They're gonna have you in the lawsuit. Oh, this person witnessed it. Yeah, but what did they really witness? This? Like they trying to sue people, y'all, that was here, that may have seen something like this. You understand what I'm saying? But they're gonna present it something like this, whatever this is. But they're not gonna present it that way. They're gonna present it like these people. Who's this? Who the fuck is it? He look familiar. Say this guy. They're gonna present it like this guy seen Diddy drug her. You understand? But in reality, they just fucking partying. You get it? So say she files a lawsuit, right, against Diddy. Say Diddy drugged her. He was a witness. But look what's going on. He was a witness. Say this is Kevin Hart. This is Jay-Z. Are y'all understanding what I'm saying? And this is the victim. So this victim will say, I was at a Diddy party and they had alcohol where they put an e-pill in the liquor. And we all drank the e-pill. We all drank the liquor. It says an e-pill in this. We all drank the liquor with the e-pill. Jay-Z saying it. Kevin Hart saying it. This is assault. I'm a victim. That's what they're going to do, y'all. I'm telling you, watch. That's what they're going to do. But they're not going to present it that way. They're going to present it like this was a freak off. And you'll see, y'all. Y'all see what I'm talking about. These are Diddy parties. Whole bunch of celebrities there. So say, look. You see all these drinks? Say it was known at the party that it's gonna be something in these drinks. Now you can drink the drink or you can leave. You know, that's what the lawyer said. A lot of times they was asked them, do you want to drink the drink or you can leave? So you decide to drink the drink. Now you fucked up. Nothing happened to you though. You just get fucked up. You wake up, you fuck around still there. Diddy gonna get sued. They're gonna throw his name in there, throw his name in there, throw his name in there. But what really happened? Other than adults had a good time. All right, so now let's go back to him. So this is the lawyer, y'all. He spoke to TMZ. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new.
You said something interesting there. You said, I don't expect that to happen.
You see what I'm saying, Earl?
So that sounds like there could be other people named, other famous people named down the road. I know you said this is going to be a process over the next 30 days of filing these lawsuits. So
he still haven't filed not one suit yet.
Maybe in the weeks coming after this one?
I would expect so. I really don't want to get into a situation where people are, you know, if I don't file a lawsuit next week, then, you know, there's that creates a media frenzy.
What? Is he serious? Yo, you just had a whole press conference when you announced 120 lawsuits on Diddy. And you talking about a media frenzy? A media frenzy. Like, yo, come on, y'all. Yo, this guy is a piece of shit. Whoever he is, Busby, Bigsby, Tony, whatever. How he gonna talk about a media frenzy? No, these lawsuits need to be filed today. They should have been filed before you made the press conference. Or they should have been in the midst of filing before you made the press conference. You mean to tell me we 4 or 5 days from the press conference, you haven't filed one yet? Man, then wait. He got a whole lot more to say, y'all. He got a whole lot more to say.
The truth is, I want to be clear about something. If you were attending one of these parties, if you will, and you attended before, or you knew what was going to happen, that is, you knew that a particular drug was being used in drinks that was causing people.
What the fuck did I just say? What did I just say? I'm trying. I didn't watch this, y'all.
To be coerced and taken advantage of, and you were there in the room, or you participated, or you watched it happen and didn't say anything, or you helped cover it up. In my view, you have a problem. And
what I just tell y'all. Come on now, man. Ain't nobody covering this Diddy case better than me, man. What I just tell y'all, man. I told y'all. But what is that? When you know something in this drink, you decide to drink it. Yo, you are not a fucking victim. You're not a victim. Yo, if you invite me over to your house, yo, come on over, yo. We having drink show, but we spiking the drinks. We putting e-pills in the drinks. And I decided to come over to the house and drink the drink, knowing it's an e-pill in it. And I pass out. I'm done. I'm out. Yo, what you didn't drug me? The fuck I participated. We drugged together. The fuck you mean? Like, yo, what, yo, this is crazy, yo, what they doing, yo, with this is bullshit. And remember what I told y'all, what if y'all find out of all this 120 lawsuits, they only filed 2? This guy is being used to taint the fucking jury pool. That's it and that's all. He's being used to taint the jury pool with frivolous lawsuits. Y'all see?
We file each one of these cases. We're going to make an effort to resolve them on the front end, but failing that, we're going to file public lawsuits and pursue these cases aggressively. So who will be named, when they will be named, all that will come out in due course. But the bottom line is, you know, I want to be clear about the scope of this. A lot of people attended these parties. A lot of people saw this activity going on. A lot of people allowed it to go on, said nothing, didn't intervene, maybe benefited from it, profited from it. All of these individuals and entities, in my view.
Now he just saying shit that don't mean nothing. Maybe benefited from it, profited in what way? Explain that, yo. Benefited in what way? You got to explain that, yo. You can't just throw wild allegations out there and trick people with wordplay.
A lot of people allowed it to go on, said nothing, didn't intervene, maybe benefited from it, profited from it.
Why are you intervening? Intervening in what?
And entities, in my view, have exposure here.
Are we talking about celebrities on the level of Diddy?
I would expect so, yes.
Have you sent any demand letters out to anybody other than Diddy saying, here's what you've done, we want to settle with you, or we're going to file a lawsuit? Have you sent any to, say, other celebrities beyond Diddy?
We have, and I want to explain that process because it's important. You know, in every single case, especially cases like this, we collect our data, collect our evidence, do our due diligence, spend time with the victim, and then because it's in the best interest of the victim, we attempt to resolve these matters without the filing of a public lawsuit. And we have done that already. We've done that, I would say, you know, with a handful of individuals, many of which you've heard of before, and we'll continue to do that. That's just the standard process that every lawyer in the United States who handles these types of cases uses because it's the right way to do it.
But there are also people.
Yo, so now he's trying to settle out of court. Get the fuck out of here, y'all. So now, yo, this is crazy to me, y'all. I can't believe, y'all, people can't see through this, y'all. So you're going to announce you got 120 lawsuits in front of the world, but you're willing to settle. Before it reached the world, you're willing to settle. So what was that? If that was the case, you could have did that all behind closed doors. If that was the case, if it was really about just getting these victims compensated for whatever they went through, if it was really just about that, you could have done that shit behind closed doors. Why put together a whole press conference when you announce 120 lawsuits that's, what the fuck, 7 days in, still haven't been filed, then come back on day 5 and say, you know, we have reached out to some people behind closed doors. What? Man.
Who want to jump on the gravy train and want to make money. And that's got to be a big slice of what you're getting. I mean, it's not just automatically believing somebody because they say it.
No, Harvey, I think you're right. You know, I was born at night, but I wasn't born last night. You know, you get 3,200 calls and that turns into 100 some odd clients. I think you see the process that we're involved in. We're doing a lot of vetting, a lot of due diligence.
Man, y'all believe that shit if y'all want. I'm telling y'all, that's a bunch of bullshit. That is a bunch of bull. BS. Stephen A. Smith. What the fuck did he say? I'm almost scared to click on what the fuck he had to say. Y'all want to see what Stephen A. Smith had to say?
Under Kamala Harris's plan, no one making less than $400,000 would pay a penny more in taxes.
We believe in a future where every person has the
I know he really pissed me off.
not just to get by, but to get ahead.
I talked to my doctor about the ball.
Yo, see, yo, what people gotta understand, yo, is that, yo, these entertainers, yo, they live a rock star type of life, yo. And rock star lifestyle is drug filled, sex parties, shit, basically that, drug filled sex parties. That's the rock star lifestyle. So this lawyer is trying to sue people because of the rock star lifestyle, but they trying to tie it into Diddy and what he got going on with Cassie. You understand? So it's making it seem like it's bigger than it actually is. But they trick people with wordplay, so people not really separating the two. People looking at it like it's all the same, but we really dealing with apples and oranges. You feel me? I hope I'm making clear, y'all. I hope people understand what I'm saying.
Bobby.com.
Now let's move on to P. Diddy himself. We got to get to the latest on Sean Diddy Combs. The music mogul is currently in federal custody awaiting trial on sex trafficking, racketeering, and conspiracy charges. He's pleaded not guilty. Not guilty. Meanwhile, his mama, Janice Combs, she took to social media yesterday in response to federal allegations levied against her son. Here's just a portion of the statement she released yesterday
we read that
through her attorney. Quote, "It is heartbreaking to see my son judged, not for the truth, but for a narrative created out of lies. To be a witness to what seems to be like a public lynching of my son before he has had the opportunity to prove his innocence is a pain too unbearable to put into words. Not being entirely straightforward about one issue does not mean my son is guilty of the repulsive allegations and the grave charges leveled against him. My son is not the monster they have painted him to be, and he deserves the chance to tell his side. I can only pray that I am alive to see him speak his truth and be vindicated." End quote. First off, to Mrs. Combs, nobody should dismiss the power of your words and the unconditional love you have for your son. You gave birth to this man. Everybody, any man knows that has had a wonderful mama in his life knows
there you go,
about the
dumb
power
shit.
that unconditional love from mama brings.
Yo, just get to the point, yo. God damn.
That's a given. I miss my mama every day.
Yo, get to the point. Like I ain't tell that dumbass shit.
But in fairness, please understand that these are very serious allegations against your son, and it's not being conveyed and disseminated in a court of public opinion for nothing. It's there because the federal government, Homeland Security, raided the homes in Miami and Los Angeles of your son and ultimately arrested him and indicted him on sex trafficking and racketeering charges. We get where you're coming from and we understand it. But do you know respectfully, ma'am, how much this falls on deaf ears? And I say that respectfully.
Yo, get the fuck out of here,
Because
yo.
you're his mom. There is no one who believes for 1 second that you would believe there's a shred of guilt that should be attached to your son with these specific allegations that have been leveled against him.
Hey, yo, these niggas is crazy. Where the fuck do they find these guys at, yo? Yo, where do they find Stephen A. Smith? Like, yo, yo, Stephen A. Smith is fucking wild. Like, yo, why is he putting on a show like this? Why is he putting on a show? Why people just can't keep it real, yo, and tell it like it is, yo, without all the theatrics? Put on this whole show. Like, yo, people see what's going on, yo. It's a nice amount of people that see what's going on and know exactly what this woman is talking about. What this woman is talking about is stop killing my son with this bullshit, with these fake dumbass lawsuits. Every other day, you got this anonymous person coming out. You got news about tapes. You got, yo, but we don't know what's the truth. Only thing we know is Diddy has been charged with Rico racketeering because of the situation he had with Cassie. That's all we know. The federal government charged him with that. All this, she talking about all the other shit. So Stephen A. Smith get on the platform and act like he just oblivious to what the fuck this woman is talking about, man. And try to go into, I know you couldn't manage. This is your child. This is your baby boy. I'm quite sure you could never have managed that he would ever do anything. Man, cut the dumbass shit, man. Get to the motherfucking point. Tell people what it is, man. Like, these guys piss me off, man, to the core, man. I can't stand them. Check them out. I'm going to go back again. Hit that like button, man.
There is no one who believes for 1 second that you would believe.
Straight up,
there's a shred of guilt that should be attached to your son with these specific allegations that have been leveled against him. Nobody's going to believe that. That's like a mama coming on the stand as a character witness. Well, what else do you expect her to say? Why would she say anything different?
So you just going to diminish that woman, yo? Of course, yo. Every mother is going to, well, not every mother. Charles White said his mother sent him to jail. But most mothers is going to defend their child. Yo, but you know, she can't be honest at the same time. You don't think it's no way. Because I didn't take that like that. I took what his mother wrote exactly how I just said it to y'all. Stop with the shenanigans. Stop with the bullshit. Stop with the frivolous lawsuits. Stop with the everyday is something new coming out about my son, where ain't nothing changed in that indictment. That indictment is the indictment. Ain't nothing changed. She talking about the extraterrestrial nonsense, the long crime videos, the TMZ with the movie on Tubi. That's what she talking about, man. Because there's no way that Diddy can have a fair day in court as long as they keep coming out with these, oh, it's a new sex tape being shopped around Hollywood. And we don't know if any of it's true. We don't know if any of it is true, y'all. It's 120 lawsuits. But I might not even file them. You know, I might settle out of court. That's what Joe just said. A-list celebrity names. You're going to be shocked about the names. So when you're going to file suits? Well, I don't want to, you know, because that creates media firestorm. I don't really want to announce nothing. What? But you announced it was 120 lawsuits. You ain't care about no media firestorm? Yo, you can't have it both ways, Busby. Can't have it both ways. It's either it's 120 lawsuits and you file them, or is it what? How many lawsuits? 2? Or is it just a money grab to shake down people that went to a Diddy party? Went to a Diddy party knowing that it was e-pills and the drinks, and we all decided to drink. Now these people trying to play victim. Man, come on, y'all. We gonna keep that shit real on Keep It G News, yo. We ain't with the fuckery. We is not with the fuckery.
It's rare, it's an extreme aberration for one's parents to speak publicly against their child when such heinous allegations have been leveled against them. That is the fact. And the fact that your statement was issued through a lawyer doesn't help, because it gives the impression that the lawyer, in concert with Sean Diddy Combs, decided to go through you to convey and disseminate a message that, dare I say, would be deemed believable more so in their eyes coming from you than from a lawyer.
Yo, who the fuck thought that? Yo, what's y'all? Do y'all see what the nerd is? Who and yo, did anybody think that? Did anybody think that, man, his lawyer got to her and told her to come out and write a statement? Yo, I didn't never think that. I thought this was legitimately a mother that was seeing her son get lynched through the media and decided, I have to do something. I have to say something. I'm going to get my lawyer. I'm going to put out a statement because I don't like what I'm saying about my son. What is he talking about? What is he talking? Listen to him again, y'all. Yeah, that's why I knew I shouldn't have clicked on his video. I knew I shouldn't have clicked on his video. I knew it. I don't never watch none of his videos.
Through you to convey and disseminate a issue through a lawyer to speak publicly to say. Why would she say anything different? It's rare, it's an extreme aberration for one's parents to speak publicly against their child when such heinous allegations have been leveled against them. That is the fact. And the fact that your statement was issued through a lawyer doesn't help, because it gives the impression that the lawyer, in concert with Sean Diddy Combs, decided to go through you to convey and disseminate a message that, dare I say, would be deemed believable more so in their eyes coming from you than from a lawyer. Not recognizing the level of cynicism that exists in this world today. And that the statement coming from you,
these niggas,
is not going to move anybody.
These niggas crazy.
Anybody. That's point number one. Number two, who's painting P. Diddy Combs to be a monster?
I can see Freeform. He doing something.
We all want to wait and see. I personally am praying he's innocent of these charges, that he's innocent of the allegations that have been leveled against him. But anybody who's attached any level of guilt have usually been the people he has been associated with, he has done business with. An individual in Cassie Ventura, the ex-girlfriend who we saw on video being...
What else do we know about this population? They are stupid.
Too stupid to realize
These guys, be doing it. They are not independent media. Like, they are doing the bidding of corporations. It's obvious. It's obvious.
Costs increased by 46%.
Bidenomics is working.
They can't speak on their own. Stephen A. Smith better not give not one original opinion in his life. They're gonna cancel his ass. They're gonna do him just like they did Diddy. He better not ever jump out of line.
Or those in his inner circle, including family members.
I ain't surprised either.
Who have been conspicuously quiet. I'm not even bringing up the people in the industry who won't even say anything about him. They give love and prayers to his family and his loved ones. Not a single soul outside of mom has come forward to say he's innocent, innocent, innocent. The closest person to that was Kevin Lyles.
Yo, that's not what she said, y'all. She did not say he was innocent, y'all. That is not what the woman said, yo. The woman said, let my son go to court. That's all she said in layman's terms. Let the courts decide if my son is innocent or guilty. My son ain't perfect. But let the courts decide. Stop with every other day y'all coming up with this bullshit. Every other day it's a new allegation. Every other day it's a new lawsuit. Let the courts decide. How can my son get a fair trial when every single day is new information? Every day. You announcing lawsuits that you haven't filed. Every day. You got Jaguar Wright being a disgruntled ex-employee. You got, what the fuck is the other? Jane Deal started backtracking. We saying that on the live earlier. Jane Deal, that made a career off of slandering Diddy's name. Just the other day, get on one of them platforms. What was it? Art of the Deal, y'all? What was that? To get on Art of the Deal and say, yo, it was just entertainment. I don't know what Diddy did. I was just telling y'all what I heard. For real, Jane. Seriously, Jane. Yo, since when has it been entertainment, yo, to slander somebody's name like that? Yo, that is not entertainment. That's entertainment? Nah, man, what the fuck out of here, yo? Like, yo, people is tripping. And she didn't never, and Diddy's mother never say he was innocent. She said my son ain't perfect. He have done things. She just saying he ain't do all this. That's all she's saying. He didn't do all of this. And if he did, let him fight it in court instead of tainting the jewelry pool and killing his image and killing him in public opinion. And we don't know no information. We don't know no information. All we saying is the Cassie video. Cassie got paid, y'all. She got paid. Cassie wanted money. Like, nobody is saying Diddy is a fucking upstanding citizen that never jaywalked. No, ain't nobody saying that. Shit, he probably did wild things. We know some of the things he did. But at the end of the day, regardless of what he did, he don't deserve to be slandered in the media with these lawsuits that haven't been filed. You don't deserve that. Then when you get the lawyer on there, he's talking about he reached out to some of the people that was around Diddy that was at the parties and they trying to settle. And you know, this is what any lawyer do. Any great lawyer try to settle before come. What? Man, yo, hell no, y'all. Yo, y'all gotta be able to see through this shit, man. Y'all gotta be able to see through it.
Resigned as the CEO. As an executive with Warner Music. He was an outspoken supporter of Diddy.
Yo, it's no, see, that's the thing, Shaquille. There's no minors involved. That's the thing. Yesterday we did a video. Yesterday we did a live, and we talked about Diddy, Bieber, Usher, and we just heard from a couple of mothers and listened to, you know, yo, but like I said yesterday, if I rob a bank, right? All right, everybody knows about this industry. At least we think we know. We have an idea. Let's say we have an idea. Let's say we have an idea because we don't know nothing. So we all have an idea of how this industry runs, right? And, well, am I going to try to get into this industry knowing it runs like this? So it's like, if you go into something knowing the consequences, you know what you're going into. You done heard the stories. You done heard the rumors. It's like, if I rob, in the analogy I gave yesterday is if I go rob a bank or rob a store, right? And I get killed in the process. Am I now a victim? Yo, you can't be a victim like the girls at the parties. If you went to this party knowing that it was a possibility, it was something in this drink, and they told you this, not it was a possibility. They told you it was something in this drink, and you drank the drink, and you woke up, like the lawyer said, confused, scared. He didn't say they did anything. Injured. Yo, are you a victim at that point? If I go into this store to if I rob a person, I get killed in the robbery, yo, how am I a victim? They're not going to deem me a victim when they say man murdered in a robbery attempt gone bad. No, they're going to paint me as a suspect. I'm not a victim in that sense. Yeah, I tried to rob the store, but I got killed. I was a suspect when I robbed the store, and when I got killed, I'm still a suspect. How are these people victims? And then when he talk about, yo, we don't know anything about no minors, y'all. The guy mentioned 125 lawsuits, and he didn't file one. Not yet. He didn't file one. So what I told y'all the other day is, and what I'm going to keep saying until he shows some proof, is what if we find out of the 125 lawsuits, it don't be no minors. And only 2 lawsuits filed. What would we call that? Is that not irresponsible? Was that intentional? And if it was, why? Why would you grandstand like this, announce all these lawsuits, and then only file 2? Can we make an assumption that you was only going to file 2 to begin with? How do we even know these numbers are real? This is what people got to start realizing, y'all. When you're dealing with these type of situations, y'all, you can't believe everything you hear, man. These motherfuckers know that the media is a powerful tool, yo, and they will use that shit to their advantage any chance they get. I'm not believing any lawsuits until I see them motherfuckers on black and white. But people is running with it without no proof, no knowledge, because none of these lawsuits been filed. None of them. Now, one lawsuit, other than the 13 that we know about, one of them just dropped the lawsuit, but the 13 that we know about, all these other lawsuits that came post-arrest has not been filed. Not one of them. And then the one that did, one of them did. Gloria Allred lawsuit got filed, but the guy named who she used as a witness denied everything. And showed proof that since last November that this girl was trying to reach out to me so I can team up with her to sue Diddy. And guess what, y'all? When they asked Gloria Allred about that, she said the lawsuit speaks for itself. Yo, they asked her about that, yo, and she said the lawsuit speaks for itself. Like, basically, fucking, I lied. Shit, this is it. We standing on it. Yo, come on, y'all. Yo, we can't keep going out like this, yo, being tricked by these motherfuckers, man.
So this is not about people painting Diddy to be a monster. This is about the federal government.
Yeah, but see, this the thing.
He is
the great
specific with what they're
I don't got proof it didn't happen, but I ain't on this bitch grandstanding saying that it didn't. I'm just saying we don't know. I'm just saying if I was a lawyer, right? If everything was in good faith, yo, the system ain't supposed to run like this, y'all. This is COINTELPRO. The system isn't supposed to run like this. You don't announce lawsuits before you file them. You don't do press conferences about lawsuits before you file them. So what I'm saying is, y'all, is if he only filed 2, the narrative of 120 is already out there. It's already out there. So no matter if he filed 2 or not, people still gonna be like, yo, he had 120 lawsuits out against him. Yo, that is irresponsible. It's irresponsible to do to somebody fighting for their life. That's all I'm saying. It's irresponsible. And here he is, a week after that press conference, and he still haven't filed a lawsuit. Then admitted he reached out to people that was a part of the that supposed to be witnesses, and they try to strike deals. So you just announced that you're gonna hear all these names and all these people, and it was a fucking lie.
With sex trafficking and racketeering, and people echoing the charges that have been levied against him to such a degree that he went to New York.
Fuck yeah. See, but that's the thing, Shaq. That's what they doing. That's what they're doing. All right, y'all. This is what I think going on. They got Diddy. Y'all know why they came after Diddy. Y'all know it ain't. They're using Cassie. Cassie's just a pawn. Y'all know why, without me saying it. Everybody should know why. Enough people didn't cover it now. I think we was the first channel. But enough people didn't cover it. Why are they coming after Diddy? The real reason. So, you're using Cassie because Diddy had what's the word? Voluptuous, whatever. He had a wild relationship with Cassie. It was a lot of abuse, you know. Diddy had these freak offs with Cassie. And what these people are doing is using that to send Diddy to prison for the rest of his life. But do you deserve to go to prison for the rest of your life for being a freak? You understand? The freak offs is just Diddy on some freaky shit. It's crazy as it may be. I don't think too many of us would take it that far, but that's how he was rocking. That's how he was rocking. Now with the lawsuits, Shaq, you brought up a good point. With the lawsuits, right? The lawsuits are centered around 2 things. Either you was trying to get in the music industry. We know some things people would do to get in the music industry. And this is what I'm saying. If you are a willing participant, are you a victim? Like, yo, as long as people is willing to sacrifice their morals and principles for greed, you're gonna have people that's gonna accept those offers. So, which one is worse? You know, because as long as people is willing to sacrifice, you're gonna have people in power that's willing to oblige. You know, they're gonna let you do whatever you want to do to get this motherfucking movie script. I mean, I got 3 scripts, like my man said. I got 3 scripts on the table. What you gonna do for them? You can say no. Now, that's fucked up that's how they rocking. I don't respect it. Let's get that understood. I don't respect anybody, especially that'll use their influence and use their power over a woman for her to get a position. Or I don't fuck with that. I think that's sucker shit. But at the same time, I can acknowledge that there are people that's willing to sacrifice every ounce of morals they have for fame, for stardom. So if you go into this studio session with Diddy, and you trying to get a deal, and he say, what you gonna do for this deal? And you do something, are you a victim? Then you got the parties. I explained the Diddy parties where everybody is around. And say the theme of the party tonight is, yo, we putting E-pills in the drinks. That's the thing. We putting E-pills in the drinks tonight, y'all. What's up? Who partying? So you got these girls and guys. They come to the party. Yo, you know the theme, E-pill in the drink. All right, I'm down. This is what the lawyer said. This is not coming from me. The lawyer said that they was made they gave them drinks, and if they didn't drink the drink, they had to leave. You got a choice. You're not being forced. You have a choice. You're not being handcuffed and forced to drink. So people drink these drinks and they wake up confused, injured, disheveled, whatever fuck action words he used. But all of those words constitute what? A hangover? Yeah, how many times have I went drunk or y'all done got drunk and woke up, shoulder hurting, leg hurting, toe hurting, you done fucked your toe up, running up the steps and slipped and fell. Like, yo, they are trying to sue people. Or they're using these instances to slander this man's image. And the only reason they doing it is because they're trying to slander the jury pool. The 12 jurors that tried Diddy case is going to go into this case with the mind frame of he's already guilty. How can you get a fair trial? That's what the man mother was talking about. How can you get a fair trial in that sense? Everybody deserves a fair trial, regardless of how we look at them, what they did, if we agree with it or not. I think Diddy probably is a horrible human being. To be honest, I seen the things he did to the locks. I don't like this fact that he talked bigger into going to Las Vegas or going to LA when he right after Pac just died. I thought that was insane. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. I don't like what he did to Shine. I don't like some of the business moves. I'm keeping it real. But I can say all of that and still acknowledge that, yo, the man deserves a fair trial. Because I done been done dirty by the system before, y'all. I don't know how many other people have. And it ain't a good feeling. You know, when they tout this system of the best justice system in the world, we go by the book, we play by the rules, but it's like they don't. They don't. They play dirty. They're releasing tapes. They doing all type of illegal activity that they're not supposed to be doing because you know why? That's not what they told us our system was about. They told us this is an honest system. They told us everybody get a fair trial. This is what they told us. I just want them to stand on what the fuck they said, man. Stop bending and breaking the rules whenever you feel like it. Because when other people bend and break the rules, you fucking send them to jail. Man, subscribe to the channel, man. If y'all want to donate to the channel, cash that Baltimore swag, man. Support the real, man. Ain't another person on YouTube going to deliver it like how I deliver. Stand on it.
Anticipating being arrested, that he would turn himself in. Then they wouldn't even give him an opportunity to turn himself in because they met him at a hotel in New York City where they cuffed him and gave him that perp walk outside. And then thereafter, they denied him bail, not just once, but twice. Every word I just uttered is fact. It's not painting a picture and a narrative and trying to create some kind of imagery or vision.
What the fuck does that mean? Let me play that back. Listen to what he just said, y'all. He act like he made a great point. Yo said nothing.
Give him an opportunity to turn himself in because it's about the federal government saying he is being specific with what they're charging him with, sex trafficking and racketeering, and people echoing the charges that have been levied against him to such a degree that he went to New York 2 weeks in advance, anticipating being arrested, that he would turn himself in. Then they wouldn't even give him an opportunity to turn himself in because they met him at a hotel in New York.
And that was dirty, y'all. That was dirty. This man's a billionaire. He came there to turn himself in, but what they wanted to do? No. We want to make a whole scene. We want to make a scene. We're not going to allow you to turn yourself in. We're going to come and arrest you. Yo, they don't do that to everybody, y'all. Yo, we have seen numerous times, yo, when they allow people to turn themselves in with their lawyer, they go to court. Sometimes they get a bail. Sometimes they already had this set up so where they go in and come straight out. We didn't seen that before. Why they do that to Diddy? Diddy knew he was ready to go to jail. He was ready to turn himself in, but no, they come and arrest him. Why? Just to make it look bad. But he's presenting it like that was the right thing to do. No, that was dirty as shit, Stephen A. That was dirty practices. You knew the man was coming. He came to turn himself in. He stayed in New York. Why come and arrest him? Allow the man to turn himself in. That's what y'all do. That's what they do other people. Why y'all treating that man different, man? And the reason why they doing it is because they're trying to make it seem like it's something that it ain't. Like he's such a flight risk. He's such a danger to society, to the community. We got to get him now. That's why they did it. But is that the truth?
New York City, where they cuffed him and gave him that perp walk outside. And then thereafter, they denied him bail, not just once, but twice.
A lot of people blew up cars.
Every word I just uttered is fact. It's not painting a picture and a narrative.
I know some girls that blew up
and
cars.
Trying to create some kind of imagery or vision of Diddy.
I know some girls that blew up cars because he was in love with somebody.
That's him. That's not a painted image of him. That's really him.
Billionaires are paying less.
They deserve life in prison too?
I'm rich as hell. We're going to give you tax cuts? Well, I'm not rich as hell. Kamala Harris will cut taxes for us and make billionaires pay their fair share.
Fuck no.
Kamala is fighting for us.
I'm not saying he don't deserve to be in jail, y'all. See that? I just explained to y'all. I just explained to y'all my whole perception on this. I'm not saying he don't deserve to be in jail, but he don't deserve to have these frivolous lawsuits and these press conferences and all these alleges going on around his name, yo, when we don't know if any of it is true. He don't deserve that, because all that does is taint the jury. Some of y'all might be on the jury. Possibility. If you live in New York, there's a possibility you're going to be on this jury. But look at the information that you're saying. You can't, if you was a juror, right? Just look at y'all comments. If you was a juror, you're going to come into this Diddy trial with the perception of Diddy is guilty. Why? Not just because of the Cassie video. It's because of the lawsuits with 25 minors. It's because 120 lawsuits. It's because he blew up a car. You just understand what I'm saying, y'all. Can't get a fair trial that way. The jury is tainted. And they're doing it intentional. They're doing it intentional. They're announcing lawsuits before they file them. That's intentional. Why not wait to file the lawsuits and then announce them? At least that way we can give it some type of credence. What if they only announce? What if they only file one lawsuit after they done told y'all it was 25 minors? After they done told y'all it was 25 minors, what if they only give them one lawsuit? I think if that was to happen, yo, people need to be inboxing Tony Busby on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, emailing them. Yo, what the fuck was that? Why you lie to us, bro? Why you lie, man? Seriously though, like, what you lie for? Why you tell us you had 120 lawsuits and only filed one? Yo, that was fucked up, man. You know why you did that. Hey, Vinny, that's what I'm saying. These lawsuits ain't been filed. They haven't been filed. So that is an if. But they present it to the world like it's facts. Yeah, but we're not going to see none of that information,
he was
bro.
arrested. That was really him. When the feds came and get him, that was really the feds. When he was placed in a jail cell in Brooklyn. It's not a movie. It's not a video. It's really him. And now the world is transfixed on the music industry in Hollywood, if for no other reason, to see whether he will fall, will there be others, and if there are others, is it because he is going to take others down with him unless he's completely exonerated?
I'm done with this. Yo, nobody else is going to jail on behalf of Diddy, yo. If it is, it ain't gonna be nobody we know. There ain't gonna be no other, yo, because for one, yo, the freak offs, I don't think everybody was invited to the freak offs. The freak offs round was about him and Cassie. Now, if he let other entertainers hit Cassie during the freak offs, who knows? But I think the freak offs, y'all, was something that Diddy did on his personal time, something that Diddy and Cassie was involved in, something that they may have enjoyed, you know, together. But it's not gonna be nobody else, y'all. Even if Diddy was to tell, they ain't gonna lock nobody else up, y'all, because that's not what they want. They don't want anybody else. They don't want nobody else. They don't want Clyde Davis. They don't want whoever other name was mentioned. They don't want Jay-Z. They don't want Oprah. They don't want Leonardo DiCaprio. They don't want none of these people. So this narrative of, yo, Diddy gonna tell when that's not what they want, yo, because this ain't about victims of assault. This is about business that turned personal. So this is a personal attack on Diddy and only Diddy. Nobody else. Nobody else. And Diddy, if you listen to his lawyer, Diddy said he ain't doing no telling. Diddy said he taking this to trial. He ain't taking no deals. He ain't doing none of that. And I can see Diddy being that way because Diddy cocky. He cocky. He arrogant. He want to prove himself. Diddy might even take the stand and testify. I wouldn't be surprised if he done any of that. Because he know what's going on. What's really going on. Not what the media is portraying, but what's really going on. And what's really going on is Diddy had some business dealings with some people. And he caught him down bad. And now this is retaliation. That's what's really going on, y'all. So it's not about victims. Like I said, y'all, justice delayed is justice denied, y'all. If Diddy been moving like this for 30 years and they ain't lock him up in year 10, then this ain't justice for no victims. Because if Diddy ain't never make that move that he made with them other people, we wouldn't even be hearing about these lawsuits, man. We wouldn't be hearing about Cassie. We wouldn't be hearing about any of that. So that's why it's hard for me to believe that it's going to be anybody else arrested because, yo, do y'all think, if the rumors is true, right, about how the music industry run, y'all think the federal government don't know about that? Y'all don't think there have been other people, out of all these years, y'all don't think there have been other people that came to them and was like, yo, it's some wild things going on in this music industry, man. Y'all might need to check it out. And they checked it out and left it alone. Yo, we got to realize, yo, there's people bigger than government in this world. You know, there's people that can make people move. Government officials, presidents, governors, mayors, agencies, individual people, or corporations. And these agencies ain't going against these corporations. They ain't doing it. Because these corporations a lot of times fund these agencies. Now I know these agencies are supposed to be independent. That's what they say. That's what they say. That's what they're supposed to be. But this is America, y'all. Corruption runs high, man. Corruption runs high. I just be trying to tell y'all the truth, y'all. Like, don't get your hopes up. Do not get your hopes up thinking that we're going to see a takedown of the music industry. Because that video we did yesterday, what it sounds like to me is if this is how the industry run, where they prey on children and they use their power and their influence and they force it on other people. If this is how it runs, this is how they want it to run. It's how they want it to run. And if you join this institution or you join this fraternity or you join this industry, you are well aware of that. So in that sense, are you a victim? Straight up. In that sense, are you a victim? And I don't think you are. I don't think you are. Because at the end of the day, you got a choice. God damn, yo, my fucking other phone just died, and I can't see the chat. But yeah, yo. But yo, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, because I can't even see the chat no more. YouTube disabled my chat for whatever reason. I don't know why they did it. I was looking at the chat on my son's phone that was right here that just died on me. But we supposed to talk about Boosie and Ralo. Might as well just leave that alone. We talked about Boosie and Ralo a few times. Ralo is hating on Boosie. A lot of people calling him out for his religion, saying he not being a good Muslim because he was caught on Sean Cotton interview hating on Boosie. Bad. You understand? Hating on him. Get to talking about he don't make this amount of money, and that's, from what I understand, that's supposed to be against Muslim values. So I don't know what's gonna happen right there. Boosie replied, called Ralo a hater, and a whole bunch of nonsense. But at the end of the day, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. I'm doing a video tomorrow. I upload a video on this Fulio situation and these death penalty, all the shit got on that they talking about with the death penalty. If you want to support the platform, Cash App, Baltimore Swag, BALTIMORESWAG. Support the movement. Support the real. Another day, keep you news, and I'm out.